What made you to decide to leave Vietnam knowing you are risking your life?
I know when I made the decision to leave Vietnam, um, that's the big deal for my life because I already know she got a challenge between the death and the life and very danger with the little boat, fishing boat on the sea, and with a small engine and not enough equipment like the big boat. And also another risk is if the community they know, they will catch everyone, especially the people they want to organize uh, for the trip they came from Vietnam. They will put in jail for a long time. And but I never I never feel sorry for my decision to leave Vietnam. That's my right decision, looking for the freedom.
How old were you?
When I left Vietnam, I was still young, but I already married. Um, I was 23.
In what year did you attempt to leave Vietnam?
I left Vietnam in 1980. During that time in Vietnam, the economic is very bad economic because uh, most of the country around the world is stopped to dealing uh, with the Vietnam too many ways because after finish the war in Vietnam and they got to struggle with the China and Soviet Union. So make the Vietnam is very bad and they force it the Vietnamese people too many ways even not have the freedom for the human right for the religion or for the living so many ways we can't speak whatever we want and we want to go to the place to living we can't go they all control everything.
How many attempts did it take you?
mm. I got two the first time on 1980 but it's not successful and the the police water they catch me and they put me in jail because I am the boat owner and they put me in jail for 3.5 years. Cái này là tắt này.
Are you able to tell us who helped you plan your escape?
I got some friend of mine. They are the best friend, and they want to escape from Vietnam too, but they haven't got a boat. I got a boat, and we have in order to organize for the petrol, for the food, for the water, but we can't buy the petrol one time. Very limited petrol during that time in Vietnam. We buy 10 liter, the other one buy 10 liter, and we save it. We save it until we got enough. But the petrol usually we dig underground to hide it until we got enough petrol, around 400 to 500 liter, enough for the trip from Vietnam to Singapore or Malaysia.
Who did you bring with you?
During that time, with my wife and some of my relatives and some family, they sharing and they sharing some money to buy the petrol and food or water. We go together in my boat. That is 45 people all together on the boat. That's the first trip, but that trip is not successful.
We have heard that boats were overcrowded with people. How many people were on your boat?
Second trip is successful when I relieved from the jail, and the people they asking me to ride a boat because I got experience from the fishing, and during that time I only take my little daughter and my mother-in-law go with me, and altogether people that trip in 53 people. 53 people. That trip we successful, and we go to the place we want. That's in Malaysia.
Can you describe your boat?
That boat is around 14 meter long by timber boat, and with the motor around I think around 35 horsepower diesel engine. But the boat is not really big, but that 53 people on the boat that time.
So how did it happen? Can you explain to us the first moments of getting on the boat and how you felt?
I got experience the first time, the first trip not successful. I feel very very nervous and scared. But this trip, I feel very nervous and scared. Well, because the pooling water surrounding, and all the people on the boat is very silent. Even the children, they got the parent give them the sleep tablets, and they sleep. They don't know what happened, and they not cry. They don't know nothing about what happened surrounding, and I feel very 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 nervous. But when the boat left the zoo around 6-7 hours, I think, I still look back to see the land, and I still see the light from the lighthouse in Vũng Tàu is level with the water. It's come down level with the water, and I feel very very sad. I know this time I already left Vietnam, and I don't know when I can come back to Vietnam, because that is my motherland and my place I was born and living there. I left everything behind me, and I feel so sad.
We have heard horrific stories of boats being attacked by pirates, women being raped, and people murdered. Did you experience or witness any of this?
No, on the second trip, I went far to 2 days and 2 nights, hit up to Pulau Pilong Island in Malaysia, and I got the United Nations take everyone to the refugee camp in Pulau Pilong Island. So during the trip, I'm not see anything on the sea, but when I arrival on the refugee camp, I heard a lot of story about the refugee people got rough, especially the young lady or young girl, and some of them by kill because they react. The pirate they rob the uh, relationship like wife or daughter or even the other sister, and they react, and the pirate they kill some men, and but the lot of refugee people like young lady or young girl got be drowning on the sea. Some they they can't they can't accept it. They jump on the sea and they they have to no one save them, and the wind and the water it took them away somewhere. Never found until now. I gotta say, hundred thousand Vietnamese refugee people lost their life in the sea, from Vietnam to Malaysia or to Thailand to Singapore, even Indonesia, on that way, and the people, so many people died and lost their life on the sea. But the Vietnamese people still want to escape from Vietnam because the region needed for the freedom.
How long were you at sea before being rescued?
With my trip, only no one rescue. Only 2 days, 2 nights. My boat arrived to Pulau Bidong Island in Malaysia.
Explain to us the living conditions on the boat. Did you have food and water?
Yes, we have food and water on the boat, but not much. Just around enough for around a week for the people. The water and the food. But some boat they got wrecked down the engine on the sea, and the boat is just on the sea for a long time. No one saved them, and they haven't got water, haven't got food. Some of the refugee people on the boat died, and 8 others on the boat, and they using the dead body for food and to save the life until some of that happened, and the Navy, American Navy saved them, or Malaysia Navy saved them, and that old story that very true, and the dead body still on the boat and got to lot some hand or foot or even they use the dead people for for they cut them the people the dead people meat for for food that time.
How long did you stay in Kuala Lumpur before immigrating to Australia?
When I arrived to Pulau Bidong Island in Malaysia, the first I see the United Nations, they come and interview me, and they asking me what country I want to go, and I answer them, I like to go to Australia, because in Australia I got a brother and sister in law. They already went before me, and they had the Australian education. Australian government accept them to Australia, and then I made decision to go to Australia. But I got a lot of relatives in American, but I don't want to go to American. And after that, I got an Australian delegation come to interview me, and they accepted me. And my daughter go to Australia, yeah, and I live in there for 3 weeks in Pulau Bidong Island, and then I left Pulau Bidong Island to the Sungai BC, and from the Sungai BC, and they transferred the people, around 35 people, including me and my daughter and my mom, to the Sungai BC that is next to the Kuala Lumpur. That camp is for the people waiting for the trip to Australia or America, Canada, everywhere. And that the camp is next to the Kuala Lumpur. But some people got to stay there for a little bit longer, because they have the problem with the health, and until they got enough to fix up by the doctor, and they accepted to go to the other country, that third country. Yeah.
Okay, bye bye.